Hey groupies, welcome back to Form of Therapy here on the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out Dynamite by BTS. This is the first full English track from BTS, and ever since their DNA promotions in the Western pop scene, they have stuck to their format of largely Korean lyrics with a little bit of English here and there, but they have never done a full English track until now. Now, this is coming out in light of the COVID-19 pandemic that we are currently in, and they are hoping to inspire and re-energize everyone, and I understand that sentiment. Honestly, this has been a very trying and tiring year, and I could definitely use the pick-me-up. Now, the reasons for this song being in English is completely musical, though. Apparently, the song just sounds better fully in English, so I'm very curious as to what this is going to sound like. Now, before we get into this video, though, we do have to talk about something important real quick, which is the BTS Love Myself campaign and UNICEF. Now, here on Form of Therapy, we are working together with LV Bangtan to promote the BTS Love Myself message, but as a quick refresher, LV Bangtan is an independent promoter of the campaign. They are made up of passionate armies just like yourself, and they are looking to promote the BTS Love Myself message. Now, they curate exclusive BTS merch that directly helps children worldwide. And if you want to get involved, there are several ways to do so. First of all, you can donate directly on the UNICEF website, or you can purchase anything from the LV Bangtan website. Currently, LV Bangtan is having a limited 50% off sale for Dynamite, and if you use my link in the description or my promo code, which is also in the description, you get an additional 10% off. So you are getting a pretty sweet deal. However, if you cannot donate or purchase from the LV Bangtan website, there is a free way to help out. Just use the power of social media. Just use social media with the hashtag BTS Love Myself campaign to promote and raise awareness for the campaign to drive results for children worldwide. Thank you to LV Bangtan for being so dedicated to raising awareness for the BTS Love Myself message. Guys, remember, if you use my link in the description or use my promo code, you get an additional 10% off the already 50% off that the site is having. So that's a limited time sale. So go ahead, support a good cause. Thank you, LV Bangtan, for sponsoring this video. Let's get into this video. This is Dynamite by BTS, and this is your Form of Therapy.
Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. Kink out, kick the drum, rolling on like a rolling stone. Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. Ding dong, call me on my phone, nice tea and I'll get my ping pong. This is getting heavy, can't hear the bass, boom, I'm ready. Life is sweet as honey, yeah, this beach shade like money.
It's a little bit of like a disco inspired song.
Just move right up the wall. They're like
That hook is really catchy.
Dynamite. I'm eating stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night alight. Shining through the city with the little fucking sun. Light it up like dynamite. This is so watch me bring the fire, set the night alight. Shining through the city with the little fucking sun. Light it up like
Man, that was really good. I gotta say, before we check this out again, I don't think there's any problem with BTS doing a full English song. I know that initially when BTS was gearing up for Western promotions with DNA, there was concern of whether or not BTS would start doing all English music, whether or not they would sell out and do like an American sound. But Dynamite doesn't sound that much different than any of their other songs just because it's in full English. You know, I would say the worry would have to be with whether they're going to change their sound. But I would say Dynamite just sounds like what they've been releasing. And in fact, I feel like I completely understand why they made it all in English. It does sound way smooth all in English. I think if you are a K-pop fan, you have definitely heard those Korean songs, and then they make like an all English version, or they have a Korean song and they make a Japanese version, and it never sounds good, right? I'm never a fan of the translated version. I'm never a fan of the Japanese version of a K-pop song, but I do like when K-pop artists make Japanese releases that are exclusively Japanese. And then when they make the Japanese release and then change it into an all Korean version, that doesn't sound good either. I think there is a sort of method where a certain language, especially with like the flow of the phonetics, it fits certain songs better. You know, that's why I think certain translations don't cross over that well. I think Dynamite is absolutely perfect as it is. I can't even imagine a Korean version for this. Song's very energetic. It's very, very poppy. We haven't gotten a, I guess, pop music video like this since, what, Boy With Love? And I'm going to be honest, I like this more than Boy in Love. I like this, I think maybe because it has a disco backing track. I like this a lot more than Boy in Love. And maybe it's because Dynamite is not necessarily a title track, and I'm always a fan of B-sides more than title tracks. But I particularly like the production. Now, mind you, this doesn't have the usual flair of RM where Suga's rapping or Hope's rapping, but I also think that's kind of what makes this song work. You know, they committed to this being a disco pop song. They weren't like, let's try to force a bunch of rapping in here. They with this production went like, we know what this song is. We know that it would be awkward to try and fit like a usual complicated rap verse in there. So let's just commit all the way. So I think they did a really good job. Now we're gonna watch this again. Because there's a couple things about the video I actually want to point out. So, one of the things that I'm starting to notice with BTS's music videos is that they have developed a distinctive cinematic style for their videos, which has changed since their previous music videos. But we'll talk about it when we get to a scene that I want to point out.
'Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. Kink out, kick the drum, rolling on like a rock.
Now, the lyric "cup of milk" is a little suspicious, but I think in large part the lyrics are actually really good too. That's perhaps one thing that I've noticed with a lot of K-pop imports. Whenever a K-pop group does do a full English song, I think the lyrics are a little bit cringy. There are very few songs that I think when they do an English version, it actually works or is not that cringy. In particular, I really like NCT 127's Regular. In fact, I think their English version of that song is better than their Korean version. And they have, suspicious lyrics like queso, queso. And here, cup of milk. Not sure about that lyric, but overall, the song works.
Rolling Stone, sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. Ding dong, call me on my phone, nice tea and I'll get my ping pong. This is getting heavy, can't hear the bass, boom, I'm ready. Life is sweet as honey, yeah, this beach chain like money. This go all alone, I'm into that, I'm good to go, I'm diamond, you know I glow up. Hey, so let's go. 'Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Hey, shining through.
Okay, so this is where I wanted to talk about the video. What I'm starting to notice about BTS for their cinematic style is that their visual style is kind of leaning towards a 50s. Whenever they do pop, I feel like they are sort of leaning towards a 50s. Is Nuclear Town the right word? They're leaning towards like a 50s pop aesthetic. First of all, the colors in general are very, I feel like, reminiscent of, it could be from the 50s and 70s era. But what kind of like makes me think of like the 50s is actually the video aesthetic. First of all, they have a live set with this donut shop. But then the background is a green screen element. This sort of flat profile, because there's no depth, there's no real depth. It kind of looks, and especially with the lighting too, their lighting is very bright. It's a little harsh, and it gives it kind of the aesthetic of like those fake nuclear towns, the nuclear test towns from like the 50s. I don't know if anybody gets that reference, but if you do, you know the kind of visual style I'm talking about and the lighting that I'm talking about. Like the set looks very fake, and it's very much a prop. And obviously it is a fake set, and it is a prop, but they're leaning into that visual style and aesthetic, if that makes sense. I don't quite know if I'm getting across well the visual aesthetic of what's in my mind, but that's what it's taking after. And I noticed that with Boy in Love, and it's the same here with Dynamite as well. And I think J-Hope's Chicken Noodle Soup, at least their color grading was similar.
The city with the little funky sound, so I'ma light it up like dynamite. Whoa, bring a friend, join the crowd, whoever wanna come along. Word up, talk, just move every.
Oh, that bass! Did you hear that bass? Real quick.
Whoever wanna come along. Word up, talk, just.
Oh, that's sexy. Even the logo here, even the font with Dynamite. Very 70s aesthetic kind of wording with the lines. I think actually even the cars in the background, they're like vintage cars. Yeah. The cars in the background of the CG shot. Yeah, there's no modern cars. How much of this set is real? Because is that wall real? I mean, the backdrop, the sky looks fake, but the trees look like they could be real. I would love to see a behind the scenes. I want to know how much of this set is real, or if everything about this is real. No way. There's no way that sky is real. There's no way they could have shot this outdoors. The lighting is too... It's way too much like studio lighting. Oh, I love that reveal. Also, freaking JK. His hair looks so good here. And with the collar, oh my goodness, he looks so good here. V looks like somebody. Oh my god. I don't know who he's reminding me of, but when he's wearing that vest, his hair like that, he's reminding me of somebody from a movie, I think. Oh, when he did it reminded, oh my god, what is this reminding me of? Okay, hold on. First of all, that hook is so catchy. Oh my god. But he looks like somebody. V looks like somebody. And it's bothering me that I can't figure it out. That hair. Oh my god, this is bothering me so much. Oh my god. If anybody knows what this look is reminding me of, I feel like it reminds me of a movie character. If anybody knows who I'm thinking of, sound off in the comments, please. Good lord. Jimin looks beautiful. Good lord. RM is also beautiful. Good lord.
Shining through the city with the little fucking soul. So light it up like dynamite. This is so watch me bring the fire, set the night alight. Shining through the city with the little fucking soul. Come on, light it up like dynamite.
I honestly really love this. I think this is one of my favorite BTS releases, big promotional releases in a long time. I think Dynamite is so good. I love the positive message, like the idea of, yes, revitalizing, energizing everyone around the world. That comes across really well. The music video is a giant spectacle. The music video is bright and colorful, and the color choices for this music video are very clearly intentional. They go for very strong, vibrant yellow, blue colors, just because those are the colors that are most associated with happiness. And I feel like I said, disagree with me if you will. I feel like this is my favorite positive BTS song, if that makes sense. Like BTS has a handful of songs that are more poppy and more positive, and for me, I would say this is my favorite. I don't know. Is that sacrilegious to say that BTS's full I think BTS's full English song is amazing? I don't think so. But BTS's first foray into a full English song is actually pretty goddamn amazing. The lyrics were pretty good. And hats off to the members cuz RM is fluent in English, but I know that the rest of the members struggle with English to varying degrees of success. But everything sounded good. I'm sure they worked really hard on their pronunciation. And would it be wrong of me to say I would actually really love to see more full English songs from them? I would even go as so far as to say I would love to see them tackle a full English album. Now, I don't know if they necessarily have time to do that or if they even want to do that, but I'm just saying I am just that impressed, and I would be interested to see how they could tackle an English song. If it was like a title track, if it was some of their more hip hop heavy stuff or their darker stuff. But as they said, the only reason they made this in full English is because they thought it just worked better melodically, and I agree. So I don't know necessarily if you can force it, right? But yeah, I think it's really good. I think Dynamite, I would give it like a solid 9 out of 10. I think the video, I would give it like a solid 8 out of 10. I think the song's better than the video. Not that the video is bad or anything, but the video is rather more on the simple side. It's not like, mind you, it's a huge production. They poured a ton of money into this, but it's not as... I guess for me as visually engaging as something like Black Swan or On or something like that. It's just a fun, lighthearted music video. But I think what they were doing here was really admirable, and I think they did a really good job. And I think, yes, it did exactly what it was intending to do, to energize and fill the void in a rather glum year. Say what you will about BTS, but they did not need to do this. They did not need to make a fun-filled, energetic pop song, or they don't need to continue to spread. They don't need to continue to spread positive messages. They have made enough money to rest on their accolades for the rest of their lives. And so the fact that they continue to still stick to spreading a positive message is pretty goddamn admirable. Now, guys, I would love to hear your opinions. What did you think of Dynamite by BTS? Let me know in the comments down below. Once again, thank you to LV Bangtan for sponsoring this video. If you would love to support the BTS Love Myself campaign, use my link in the description below and you get an additional 10% off of their already 50% site-wide sale. Direct proceeds from the website go to the UNICEF campaign. Thank you for supporting a good cause. Guys, thank you for watching this video. If you would like to support us directly, go to Patreon, patreon.com/formatherapy. We have listening parties, Japanese reactions. We also have a variety show, live stage drama reactions. All the fun bonus stuff is on our Patreon, so if you want to check that out, go ahead and head on over there. Link's going to be in the description. But supporting us monetarily is completely optional. In fact, we would actually rather you guys support the BTS Love Myself campaign donations rather than us this time around. So if you have some money to spare, consider hitting up LV Bangtan. A free way to help us out, though, is to hit the like button. Lets us know that you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment when you interact with our videos. It really helps us out with the YouTube search algorithm. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Be notified when we upload a new video by hitting that notification bell. And check out all our other videos over here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.